Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. I am the two-time the Boxed Award-winning The Boxed. It was episode 15 of Let's Play Skyrim.
Your blood, Dragonborn. Look here. You see how the ancient blades revered we will Cyrodiil?
And we have to draw by... First thing we're doing is drawing the Dragonborn's blood.
It's coming to life. After you, you should have the honor of being the first to set foot in Skyhaven Temple.
There's no telling what we might find inside.
And then we go to Skyhaven Temple.
Careful.
Careful. The Forsworn are just as dangerous as they look.
There's no Forsworn here. Okay, so let's try this again. We're gonna re-enter.
This is not good.
On guard.
Oh, no one shot.
You've brought this on.
I'm not afraid of you.
Okay. Gone.
On guard.
So I just had to wait an hour.
Shaw's bones, here it is. Alduin's wall, so well preserved. I've never seen a finer example of early Second Era Kaviri sculpture and relief.
Hesburn, we need information, not a lecture on art history.
Yes, let's see what we have. Look, here is Alduin. This panel goes back to the beginning of time, when Alduin and the Dragon Cult ruled over Skyrim. Here, the humans rebelled against their dragon overlord, the legendary Dragon War. Alduin's defeat is the centerpiece of the war. You see, here is fallen from the sky. The Nord Tongs, masters of the voice, are arrayed against him.
So does it show how they defeated him? Isn't that why we're here?
Patience, my dear. The Akaviri were not a straightforward people. Everything is couched in allegory, mythic symbolism. Yes. This here, coming from the mouths of the Nord heroes, this is the Akaviri symbol for shout. But there's no way to know what shout is meant.
You mean they used a shout to defeat Alduin? You're sure?
Oh yes, presumably something rather specific to that. Or even Alduin himself. Remember, this is where they recorded all the news of Alduin.
So we're looking for a shout then. Damn it. You ever heard of such a thing? A shout that can knock a dragon out of the sky?
No, I have never heard of anything like that.
I was afraid you were going to say that. I guess there's nothing for it. We'll have to ask the Greybeards for help. I hope to avoid involving them in this, but we have no other choice.
I'll ask Arngire if he knows what shout they use.
Right. Good thing they've already let you into their little cult. Not likely they'd help Esvern or me if we came calling. We'll look around Skyhaven Temple and see what else the old blades might have left for us. It's a better hideout than I could have hoped for. Talos guard you.
Look here, in the third panel. The prophecy which brought the Akaviri to Tamriel in the first place, in search of the Dragonborn. Here are the Akaviri, the blades. You see their distinctive long swords. Now they need their ancient mission fulfilled, as the last Dragonborn contends with Alduin at the end of time. Are you paying attention, Delphine? You might learn something of our own history.
Now, let's see what's around here, now that we've gotten our next, advancement into quest, so... Deer hide. Oh wait, there was straw in there. Child's doll. Might have kids at some point in this playthrough. Snow bear pelt. Might adopt one boy and one girl. And this is the room I was looking for, with Dragon's Bane, Imperial Sword, an Iron Mace, Iron Dagger, and some Blaze equipment.
Yes, my Thane. Do you
Hi,
need some?
Pack Mule.
Of course, Thane. How can I be of service?
Yes, Pack Mule I do need. Okay, so what can I give you?
Let's go.
We've already been in here. You'll notice that we've avoided that all these skill books, which I also have done off camera, because I'm waiting to go to Solstein. There's a black book there that allows you to where you get the Scholar's Insight, which lets you get 2 skill points from books instead of 1. So I'm deliberately waiting until I do that before I open any skill books. And the Dragonborn DLC is going to be what I do after the main quest line. That way you'll have time to vote on the Dawnguard DLC as to whether I become a vampire or vampire hunter. But now we're back home, going to drop off a few things. And then we're going back to High Hrothgar. In real life, the only B I prefer is a G. Hi-yo! Yeah, I always try to collect the as many of the blue butterflies as I can, because they have the fortify enchantment as one of their as an ingredient, along with the snowberries. Okay,
Yes, my
Rhea.
Do you need... Of course, Thane. How can I be of service? Lead on, my Thane.
We're going to take the blades stuff back, because I want to put it into this chest. Next up, Gloves of the Pugilist have officially been disenchanted. Yeah, I tend to try to have some sort of organization when I put stuff away, like anything that can be done for building materials, I'll put in the cellar near the forge. Since that can be turned into leather, that will be done there. And there's a chest over here, which I'm going to use for miscellaneous stuff. Oh yeah, jewels will be used for crafting, so... Anything else? Wait, water breathing is... No, I did not want to resist fire, so... There we go. The prince. Ooh, black soul gem. I like you.
Where do you want to go?
I like how the carriage driver gets in on the fighting. Now off to High Hrothgar. Now to look for arm gear.
Your training proceeds well, Dragonborn.
I need to learn the shout used to defeat Alduin.
Where did you learn of that? Who have you been talking to?
It was recorded on Alduin's wall.
The Blades, of course. They specialize in meddling in matters they barely understand. Their reckless arrogance knows no bounds. They have always sought to turn the Dragonborn from the path of wisdom. Have you learned nothing from us? Would you simply be a tool in the hands of the Blades to be used for their own purposes?
The Blades just want to defeat Alduin, don't you?
What I want is irrelevant. This shout was used once before, was it not? And here we are again. Have you considered that Alduin was not meant to be defeated? Those who overthrew him in ancient times only postponed the day of reckoning. They did not stop it. If the world is meant to end, so be it. Let it end and be reborn.
So you won't help me?
No, not now. Not until you return to the path of wisdom. Dragonborn, wait. Forgive me, I was intemperate. I allowed my emotions to cloud over. Master Einar reminded me of my duty. The decision whether or not to help you is not mine to make.
So, can you teach me this shout?
No, I cannot teach it to you because I do not know it. It is called Dragon Rend, but its words of power are unknown to us. We do not regret this loss. Dragonrend holds no place within the way of the voice.
What's so bad about Dragonrend?
It was created by those who had lived under the unimaginable cruelty of Alduin's dragon cult. Their whole lives were consumed with hatred for dragons, and they poured all their anger and hatred into this shout. When you learn a shout, you take it into your very being. In a sense, you become the shout. In order to learn and use this shout, you will be taking this evil into yourself.
If the shout is lost, how can I defeat Alduin?
Only Paarthurnax, the master of our order, can answer that question, if he so chooses.
Who is Paarthurnax?
He is our leader. He surpasses us all in his mastery of the way of the voice.
Why haven't I met Paarthurnax yet?
He lives in seclusion on the very peak of the mountain. He speaks to us only rarely, and never to outsiders. Being allowed to see him is a great privilege.
How do I get to the top of the mountain to see him?
Only those whose voice is strong can find the path. We will teach you a shout to open the way to Paarthurnax.
Sure, I'll take a potion of regenerate.
The path to Paarthurnax lies through this gate. I will show you how to open the way. Look. To my understanding of the clear skies. This is your final gift from us, Dragonborn. Use it well. Clear skies will throw away mist, but only for a time. The path to Paarthurnax is perilous, not to be embarked upon lightly. Keep moving, stay focused on your goal, and you will reach the summit. Use clear skies to open the way to Paarthurnax.
Okay, clear. And I do want to talk a little bit more to Iron Gear here.
Paarthurnax is the only one who can answer your questions about Dragonrend.
Well, I know you had some unique dialogue about Paarthurnax, but I guess they got there too late, or Sasha wouldn't let me.
Look!
There we go. Ooh, it's a frost roll. And there we go. Ooh, another ghost means another soul. You know, I find the ice wraiths really annoying to fight, but I always enjoy looting them because you get the teeth and the essence. Especially early on because you can actually sell them and you get a fairly decent amount of coin, I find, early on for those, for the essences. And it looks like we're closing in on Parthenax. Now we're just gonna do a little bit of a save there. Sword of the World.
Because I'm wild, yeah!
Drem Yolok, greetings, Wunderneek. I am Parthenax. Who are you? What brings you to my Strunmach, my mountain?
You're the master of the Greybeards?
They see me as master. Wuth Onik, old and wise. It is true I am old. Tell me, why do you come here, Volan? Why do you intrude on my meditation?
I need to learn the Dragon Rent shout. Can you teach me?
Drem, patience. There are formalities which must be observed at the first meeting of two of the Dove. By long tradition, the Elder speaks first. Hear my Thum. Feel it in your bones. Match it if you are Dovakin. I have spoken. The Rosmular waits. A gift, Dovakin. You understand fire as the Dove do. The dragon blood runs strong in you. It is long since I had the pleasure of speech with one of my own kind. So, you have made your way here to me. No easy task for a Jor, mortal. Even for one of Dovasos, dragon blood. What would you ask of me?
Can you teach me the dragon rend to shout?
Ah, I have expected you, Proda. You would not come all this way for Tinvak with an old Dova. No, you seek your weapon against Alduin.
How did you know I came for dragon rend?
Alduin Comet Tid. What else would you seek? Alduin and Dovakin return together. But I do not know the Thum you seek. Croesus, it cannot be known to me. Your kind, Jor, mortals, created it as a weapon against the Dove, the dragons. Our Hadrime, our minds, cannot even comprehend its concepts.
How can I learn it then?
Drem, all in good time. First, a question for you. Why do you want to learn this Thum?
I like this world. I don't want it to end.
Prusa, as good a reason as any. There are many who feel as you do, although not all. Some would say that all things must end, so that the next can come to pass. Perhaps this world is simply the egg of the next Kalpa? Lean Vokin? Would you stop the next world from being born?
The next world will have to take care of itself.
Paz. A fair answer. Rofus, maybe you only balance the forces that work to quicken the end of this world. Even we who ride the currents of time cannot see past time's end. Wulsetid los trahodis. Those who try to hasten the end may delay it. Those who work to delay the end may bring it closer. But you have indulged my weakness for speech long enough. Croesus, now I will answer your question. Do you know why I live here, at the peak of the Monavin, what you name throat of the world?
I never thought about it.
This is the most sacred mountain in Skyrim, Sokravakstruma, the great mountain of the world. Here, the ancient tongues, the first mortal masters of the voice, brought Alduin to battle and defeated him.
Using the dragon rend shout, right?
Yes and no. Viknusnikaron. Alduin was not truly defeated either. If he was, you would not be here today seeking to defeat him. The Nords of those days used the dragon rend shout to cripple Alduin. But this was not enough. Ok Mulag Unslad. It was the Kell, the Elder Scroll. They used it to cast him adrift on the currents of time.
Are you saying the ancient Nords sent Alduin forward in time?
Not intentionally. Some hoped he would be gone forever, forever lost. Meye. I knew better. Tidbo Amativ. Time flows ever onward. One day, he would surface. Which is why I have lived here. For thousands of mortal years, I have waited. I knew where he would emerge, but not when.
An Elder Scroll? What's that?
How to explain in your tongue? The Dove have words for such things that Jor do not. It is an artifact from outside time. It does not exist, but it has always existed. Rahwatlan. They are fragments of creation. The Kele, Elder Scrolls as you name them, they have often been used for prophecy. Yes, your prophecy comes from an Elder Scroll. But this is only a small part of their power. Zofa Suyek.
How does any of this help me?
Tid Krent. Time was shattered here because of what the ancient Nords did to Alduin. If you brought that Kel, that Elder Scroll back here to the Tid Ahran, the Time Wound, with the Elder Scroll that was used to break time, you may be able to cast yourself back to the other end of the break. You could learn Dragonrend from those who created it.
Do you know where I can find an Elder Scroll?
Crosis, no. I know little of what has passed below in the long years I have lived here. You are likely better informed than I.
Esbern or Arngeir might have some idea.
Trust your instincts, Dovakin. Your blood will show you the way. Dren Yolok, greetings. Lok Thum.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, gonna save it right here, and I'm gonna end the episode off right here. Thank you for watching, ladies and gentlemen, and stay tuned for more episodes of Let's Play Skyrim as I go search for an Elder Scroll. Bye, everybody.